At 5 in the morning, while most people are still asleep, many Japanese adults have already started their day in a very specific way. Not with urgency, not with noise, and certainly not with a phone in their hands. Instead, they follow a few quiet habits that, over time, shape not only their health, but also how they age. If you've ever wondered why many Japanese people seem to maintain a more youthful appearance well into their 50s, 60s, or even later, the answer is rarely something dramatic. It usually comes down to consistency, especially in the first hour after waking up. There are a few simple habits, often done around 5 in the morning, that make a noticeable difference. The first habit is gentle physical movement. Not intense exercise, not pushing the body to its limits, but slow, controlled activity. In many neighborhoods across Japan, it is common to see older adults walking, stretching, or participating in light group exercises early in the morning. This kind of movement has a very specific effect on the body. After several hours of sleep, circulation is slower, and the body is transitioning from rest to activity. Gentle movement helps restart blood flow in a gradual way, without creating stress. Over time, improved circulation supports better delivery of oxygen and nutrients to the skin. This is one of the reasons why skin can appear more stable, more even, and less fatigued. But there is also another effect that is often overlooked. When movement is done calmly, without pressure, it reduces the production of stress hormones. And since stress is directly linked to aging, especially visible aging, this small habit becomes more powerful than it first appears. The second habit is early exposure to natural light. Around 5 in the morning, sunlight is soft, diffused, and much less aggressive than later in the day. Many Japanese people intentionally step outside during this time, even if only for a few minutes. This exposure helps regulate the body's internal clock. When your circadian rhythm is stable, your body knows when to wake up, when to feel alert, and when to rest. As a result, sleep becomes deeper and more consistent. And this is where a major difference appears. Deep sleep is when the body repairs itself. Skin cells regenerate, hormones rebalance, and inflammation decreases. Without proper sleep, the body cannot maintain these processes efficiently, no matter how much effort is placed on external care. In other words, many people try to look younger from the outside, while Japanese habits often work from the inside out. The third habit is a calm and structured approach to breakfast. In Japan, breakfast is rarely skipped, especially among older generations. It is treated as an essential part of maintaining daily balance. A typical breakfast is simple but nutritionally balanced, often including fish, rice, vegetables, and fermented foods. This combination provides steady energy without overwhelming the body. It also supports digestion, which plays a much larger role in appearance than most people realize. When digestion functions well, the body absorbs nutrients more effectively. Over time, this supports better skin condition, more stable energy levels, and reduced internal stress. Fermented foods, in particular, help maintain a healthy gut environment, which has been increasingly linked to reduced inflammation and improved overall vitality. Equally important is how the meal is consumed. Many Japanese people eat slowly, without distractions. There is no scrolling, no rushing, no multitasking. This allows the body to properly process the meal and recognize when it has had enough. Over time, this prevents overeating and reduces unnecessary strain on the body. The fourth habit is starting the day without immediate mental stimulation. In many modern lifestyles, the first action after waking up is to check a phone, messages, news, notifications. This creates an immediate sense of urgency. In contrast, many Japanese individuals allow themselves a short period of quiet before engaging with the outside world. This may involve drinking tea, sitting in silence, or simply organizing thoughts for the day. This small difference has a significant impact. When the brain is not immediately overloaded with information, the nervous system remains more stable. Stress levels stay lower, and the body is less likely to enter a reactive state. The fifth habit is consistency, and this is where everything connects. None of these habits are extreme. None of them produce immediate, visible results. But they are repeated daily, often for years. This creates what can be described as cumulative effect. Each habit contributes a small benefit. Improved circulation, better sleep, balanced digestion, reduced stress. Individually, they may seem minor. Together, they form a system that supports how the body ages. For many people, especially after the age of 40, the challenge is not understanding what is healthy. The challenge is maintaining it. Motivation comes and goes. Energy levels change. Life becomes less predictable. The Japanese approach solves this problem in a different way. Instead of relying on motivation, it relies on simplicity. The habits are small enough that they can be done even on low-energy days. And because they are repeated at the same time each morning, they become automatic. You do not need to wake up exactly at 5 in the morning to benefit from this idea. The exact time is less important than the structure. What matters is how you begin your day. A few minutes of gentle movement. Exposure to natural light. A balanced, calm meal. A quiet start without immediate stress. And most importantly, the willingness to repeat these actions consistently. Over time, these small decisions begin to shape how the body functions. Not in dramatic ways, but in subtle, steady improvements. And those improvements eventually become visible. Because in the end, looking younger is not about reversing age. It is about reducing the factors that accelerate it. And sometimes, the most effective way to do that is not by adding more complexity, but by simplifying the way each day begins.